the...
Zael! Callista!
Save the reunion for later. Guards will be here soon. Hide yourselves.
Alright, boys.
Hello? What are you all doing here?
What's it look like, mate? We're having a booze up, innit? Join us!
Oh, we're on duty. Thanks, though. Come on.
Are you saying we ain't good enough to drink with?
Go!
Hey!
Go! Run! She-devil!
All safe now.
So, what the hell's going on?
It's like looking after a bunch of misbehaving kids.
Have to say,
sorry.
that's the way to do it, Syrenne. Wow.
Well, we can't hide him here forever.
Things are getting hairy. Why don't we just leg it?
The hell with that. People are finally giving us some recognition.
Well, yeah. But I'm getting proper fed up with the goons in that castle. One minute, they're falling over themselves to get in Zael's good books, and the next, they can't stand the sight of him.
I know,
And they're all
double
so
standards.
stiff.
It's ridiculous.
It's just not me, Dagran.
What do the rest of you think?
I don't mind. I could go either way, to be honest.
I just can't leave now. Not like this.
Why not? We can even take Callista with us.
I have to find out who murdered General Astar. I can't leave that be.
It's very
And I
true.
need to know about what this power is, what the outsider is.
That's what the General and I were trying to find out.
Oh? So that's why you had your nose in the books all the time.
Fine, I'll stay. But what clues do we have?
The real killer must be Zael. He's been
What?
consumed with envy towards Zael, and Astar must have been in his way too.
He turned up afterwards. What?
Makes sense.
You mind telling
Not
us how you're going to
really?
prove that?
We need evidence. Concrete, indisputable evidence.
How are we going to find that? This
Indeed.
is Zael we're talking about.
As obvious as it sounds. Let's start in his room.
Wee bit contrived, don't you think?
I've pulled a few strings to make sure we can get you out if you're captured again. But don't get carried away, yeah? Favors from noble women don't come cheap.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Lowell. You're awesome.
Welcome
What do you have to say, Yurick?
Don't worry. We'll take care of Callista. So you two go and find your evidence.
Awesome.
I was worried we might have a brawl on our hands for a moment there. Though I suppose Dagran would always pay for any damages.
It's very true. Dagran's always good about that sort of stuff. Let's go upstairs and see what the others have to say.
The ladies' man strikes again. You've really got that one hooked on you, eh? Relax. No matter how many soldiers show up here, we'll be able to hold them off. Callista will be just fine,
we've
so
got
you go do your thing.
Mirania healing everybody. Yeah, we'll be absolutely fine.
General Astar told you that this medal was the key to the castle's secrets, yes? It does
Yes,
seem to appear quite a
accurate.
few times in the ancient texts. Give me a little more time to investigate. I'll let you know as soon as I work it out.
Good old ancient texts.
Zael! I heard you broke out of the dungeon!
Love ancient texts. They're
That's
just
so
fun.
cool!
Also just old manuscripts in general. I believe I have mentioned it a couple of times, but just having an old book is just
Zael,
really nice.
Do be careful, okay?
I guess I'm not really one to talk, though. Good luck.
I'll be waiting for you.
So, you see what I mean by, I'm not quite a fan of, Callista being in her ball gown as a armor choice. It just feels weird to me, as does just her normal dress.
We're heading to the castle.
Also,
You ready?
yeah, I kind of changed Dagran's. Well, I changed Callista's outfit a bit, so it is, if I recall correctly, going to be the outfit she's going to be wearing for the rest of the game. But you don't get to see that right now. I forced you to sit through enough of that sort of stuff. Now, if we come out, there are some side quests that we can do. Well, before we go and find this stuff to deal with Zael. Basically, there's a drunk guy who we were just nearby. If you run up to him and seek him, I believe you can get stuff from him. It's another one of those you speak to someone and yeah, actually, is it? I've got the suspicion. Yes, it's him. Definitely him. Dude. Okay, no, he's just going to be a hopeless alcoholic. Now, the person we are looking for, I believe, is just outside the Flamin' Lizard. And he'll give us something. I can't quite remember what.
Ow! What's the big idea?
You were in my way, that's the big idea.
Ow.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, maybe not perhaps on your face, but it's certainly on the floor. Now the guy that I've been trying to find to seek, I believe, is, this fellow here. So, we have a bottle. Don't really know what we're meant to do with it, but we have it anyway. There's quite a lot of items like that in the last story that you have, but their use is, questionable. Now, I believe kind of there are a bunch of other things that we can do whilst we're out here. Not quite sure what they are from what I remember. Literally, my memory of these side quests is so bad. Largely because none of them are particularly memorable. It's kind of sad. But, hey, that's life. Thankfully, Horace is open at all hours. So yes, as I was saying, when we got the groundswell, it's great against spiders, because it cuts through their guard. And trust me, anything that can cut through a guard is good by me, because, oh my god, it's so irritating when you've got the spiders that auto guard from the front, so you can't get any damage on them. Well, any good damage on them. Because you've got to try and manoeuvre around to the back, but manoeuvring around to the back is easier said than done. So, right now you can see the items that I've given to Callista. You'll eventually see what she's actually wearing. Well, what that means she looks like. Eventually. I'm just being a bit of a tease now. So, once we get everything to +6, gnome silvers become useless, and we need gnome golds. Now, rather annoyingly, these don't become available until reasonably late in the game. Not too far from where we are now. Because, well, we are over halfway through the game at this point. That is one hefty jump in attack. Wow. Yeah, basically we can, but we're getting there. Nearly at the end of, well, we're going to run into getting gnome golds soon. Also, I will be selling some of the non-used items. I just don't feel like using them right now. Also, we want to, oh look, it's an item on the floor. I believe what my plan was to, get a variety of things just before we went into the castle and did, a little bit more Metal Gear Solid action. Because eventually you can find gnome gold on the floor, which is very helpful. But I think generally you can only get it after, like, a chain of, like, 5 things. But it was there and oh. Damn it. Anyway, now to get here you can kind of either talk to Dagran or just run up to the gate yourself. And if you wanted to just grab those few extra bits, it's not really a whole lot that I did, really. But if you wanted to go out into the town, have a little look about, yeah, just go to the castle and you'll be in.
Dagran decided to break into Geral's room.
It's such a great plan, you know?
They're not going to make this easy.
Of course they're not.
Make a run for it whenever you think you have a chance to. Run for that door. Be careful. We can't afford to get caught.
I wish I'd asked Callista if I could borrow some of those sleep arrows.
Yes. I wish you bloody had, Zael. Because this is Metal Gear... This is Metal Gear Zael. At its finest. Because...
You there! Not good.
Yeah, if you get noticed, you get a game over. Because the game is so wonderful like that. That's the game over screen. The reason I'm leaving it in is because, like, seriously. Like, it's not even like I died to anything. I just got caught.
To make this easy.
And,
make a run for it whenever you think you have a chance to.
I really, really hate this particular bit. Because it's just so annoying. Also, I'm sorry, Dagran, you need that heavy armor on you, dude. You look better with it on.
I wish I'd asked Callista if I could borrow some of those sleep arrows.
The other really annoying thing is that you can't kill the knights, because that would be mean. And also a very bad thing to do. But yeah, basically you've just got to use timing to get to the door. Thankfully, if you once you've gotten past the first guard, if you just kind of leg it, I think you should be okay. The next bit's a little more tricky.
Let's not rush this. No matter how well guarded it seems, you'll find a chance.
Because basically, okay, we are forced to go up the other stairs. That's wonderful. Like, wow. Actually, no, we can't go up the other stairs. So, yeah, once you moved up a certain bit of these stairs, that guard will move. And then it's all a case of timing. Because we have to follow this guy and try not to get caught, which is really easier said than done.
Zael, wait. The Count's room has more guards than anywhere else.
Yeah, no duh, Dagran.
What do we do?
Just wait here. Good evening, gentlemen. Listen, something urgent's come up.
Dagran!
Thank
How
you,
did you manage
Dagran.
that?
Never you mind. Unlike you, I still have a pretty good reputation.
So, if I recall correctly, from this point onwards, there are no guards. So, we have a free run to Dural's room. Have to say, the guards really let themselves down. Like,
Okay. No one's here.
yeah, I mean, like, nobody's there to protect Dural's room, or even, you know, Callista's room, aka the niece of the Count. Don't want to position any guards around here at all. Like, would that seriously make
It'll
no
be empty at
sense?
this time of day. Find some proof quickly, then let's get out of here.
So, what we
Zael,
need to
you look over there.
look over where, Dagran?
Keep your eyes peeled for anything.
Ooh. What do we have here?
Dagran, look. This sword has blood on it.
Yeah, and look at this letter. Business dealings with the Gurak. I knew it.
Zael, what are you doing here?
What's this? What's the problem? Count, I'll accept full responsibility. But first, please take a look at this.
That sword emblem. It's Lord Jiral's. And this letter is addressed to Jiral. Impossible! I've never seen it! This is a setup! Unhand me, you wretch! Get your filthy hands off me! Get off! Sorry about that, Zael, though I do wish you'd avoid such low-class methods.
My apologies, sir.
Well, at least Jiral and his cohorts won't be bothering us anymore. This will teach me to trust those who have nothing to show for themselves but their lineage. I guess it's fortunate that all this mess was cleaned up before the war with the Gurak. Excellent work, Zael, my boy. I knew I could count on you.
You still let him throw us in jail? You're really bloody useless, you know that, Count? Jeez.
And Jiral was thrown into the dungeon. And all throughout Lazulis, there were whisperings that Callista's engagement was as good as over.
Of course it'll be over. I mean, then again, we've been in jail twice now. But Jiral's an idiot, so...
So,
yes.
you are a free man.
Yes, thank God.
Did you believe in me?
General Astar would never have placed his hopes on an underhanded coward. However, I also find it difficult to believe that Jiral is the true culprit.
Me too.
Ambush or not, I cannot imagine the likes of Jiral taking the General's life so easily.
Then you think Jiral was framed by somebody as well?
Yeah.
In the world of nobility, deceit and betrayal are commonplace. To uncover the
There
truth
is
is seldom a simple task.
sense.
But this time, I will do so. That I swear to you. However, it is not wise to make any rash moves. We are dealing with a man who was able to slaughter the General in a single blow. For the moment, we would do better to keep our actions covert. I will use what connections I have to gather all the information I can.
Is there anything I can do?
Trust nobody but your closest allies, and tell those allies to do the same. It will benefit nobody but our enemy to have them standing around carelessly in the Great Hall.
Therius, always speaking sense. Maybe a wee bit overly formal. He does need to improve on that. But generally, good stand-up chap. Also, I'm loving the strength of the Grand Swell right now. So, yes, I think we have potentially some more side questy things to... Oh, we can speak to Callista. That's
It's
good.
To see my uncle realizes that you weren't responsible for what happened.
Indeed.
My name
Seriously.
would never have been cleared if you hadn't come to help me. Thank you so much.
But what are you going to do now?
I feel sure that there's more to General Astar's death than meets the eye. I want to find out why somebody would do that to him.
Do be careful, Zael. I'm scared that you might be the next one to get hurt.
Somebody's already
Zael isn't the
tried
only
to kill us,
person in the castle who would
so...
rather you were out of the picture.
Yeah.
It will be dangerous, but I can't just turn my back on this either.
I think we'll be fine, to be honest. The Gurak are probably going to attack again. This is becoming a running theme, methinks. Also, it's really bad that I hear the phrase, more than meets the eye. And suddenly my brain leaps into Transformers, more than meets the eye. Even though I've literally never seen an episode of the Transformers cartoon. Like, seriously. Also, screw you, battery charge. I'm quite glad that it's not one of the most obnoxious low battery charge notifications I have ever seen. That honour would be held by the likes of like Super Mario Galaxy 2 or Skyward Sword, where it's just like, your battery's running low every 5 blooming seconds.
Battle, Zael, though the fate of General Astar was most unfortunate.
Unfortunate is probably not quite the right words. Bloody depressing is a bit more accurate.
Wondering what exactly will happen to Zael. If it turns out that he wasn't the real culprit, then...
Of what use would such information be to you?
I'm sorry.
Until we return from this campaign against the Gurak, Zael will be held in the dungeon. After that, his fate rests in the hands of the law. Regardless of the outcome, his engagement to Callista no longer stands.
Well, that's a positive, but
I make no promises yet regarding the possibility of your marrying Callista in Zael's place.
I didn't mean to imply...
No, we were just worried about what was going to happen to Zael, because he may be bloody innocent.
In the upcoming battle against the Gurak, your wishes will surely be fulfilled.
Yeah, I dislike the Count. He's just like a massive, power-hungry dick, really. It's the only way to describe him. Even worse than Zael, really. Because, although Zael is a smarmy douche, oh! Excellent phrase there, Gurak attack! Oh, I like that one. It's just quite fun to say. It's like papillon.
Zael,
And
about what happened to the general.
parapluie in French. I love saying those words in French.
I was thinking the same thing. But why do you say that?
I suspect that General Astar was killed because he found out too much about the secrets of Lazulis Castle. But that
Right.
has nothing to do with Zael. If Zael
Good
was
point.
involved in such things, the Count would not have allowed him to take the blame. I fear the Count himself may be involved.
Oh,
Could be right.
this conspiracy is
It's too
going quite
dangerous to
high
jump
up.
to any early
Ooh.
conclusions. We have to be absolutely sure before we make our move.
I completely agree. I would attempt to find out more information about the General's medal.
I'm also loving the glasses look, Mirania. They really suit you, surprisingly. Not surprisingly at all, really. Anyway, Arganan and the Sorceress number 2. In the end, we were able to use the great power called the Rite of Celestial Summoning, the Outsider, to bring an end to the conflict. We harnessed the Outsider's near boundless power using our own magical talents and various magical artifacts and made use of it in every way possible, both as a simple energy source and as a weapon. And so we came to possess a terrible power greater than anything created by man. I wished to use this power as a deterrent to bring peace. I knew in my heart that peace brought about by fear could hardly be called peace at all, but I felt it was necessary to rein in the fires of war before they turned our entire world to ash. I could seek a more permanent solution once the current crisis was over. I succeeded in my goal. All who bore witness to the power of the outsider laid down their arms and heeded my pleas. All of the warring factions were weary from the conflict and had lost the energy to continue. The Empire itself, too, was in a precarious position, and so gladly acceded to negotiating treaties of peace with all involved parties. However, it was not long before a new problem surfaced. Trees withered, springs dried up, and the once beautiful plains were transformed into mountains of dust. The land was gradually dying. At first we had no idea what the cause could be. Was it the effects of the war, or had a new threat befallen the land? The sorceress and I searched for the cause in desperation, and when we uncovered the reason, I was left speechless with disbelief. The story is gradually being teased out here. I'm sure we will reach the truth eventually. It's quite nice that we have these little texts here.
That Gurak attack was just terrifying.
Still love that saying. Especially with that accent as well. It just works. That Gurak attack. I'm really mangling the accent. But even it's just fun. Just the rhyme. Always love a bit of rhyme, I do. It's just awesome to hear. Also, Dagran!
So, we averted that crisis.
I'm not so sure.
I have doubts as well.
You seem troubled.
I was talking to Therius just now. He suspects that Zael was framed by somebody. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? I knew it. You set him up.
It's not easy for common people like us to survive in this world. So we do what we have to.
Dagran.
Zael, you don't have to worry about anything. You can leave that side of things to me. Now, why don't you go and see the others? They're down in the tavern.
Dagran. Framing Zael. Oh. Not a very nice thing to do, although I'm glad it got us out, because otherwise we'd be languishing in prison for a long time to come. But, I mean, still, just like, wow. I mean, at this point you should be realizing that, all is not quite as it seems on Lazulis Island anymore. Things are going a wee bit topsy-turvy. Anyway, I think it's time that we kind of move onwards and be grateful we're out of prison. Woof!